Alright, should I do it? Should I really do it? Do the impersonation? Why not? I'll go for it. Today on Sailor Moon GT. I think that was pretty spot on. Hey guys, DB here, and today I am continuing with what if Sailor Moon was in Dragon Ball GT, just like you guys wanted, and well, we're into a part 2 already. And well, as I watch the anime, I pretty much want to do the next part to this series while I can and while it's still fresh in my mind, just about, even though I might forget some character names from here and there. But anyway, continuing right where we left off. Now, in the previous part, as we know, it wasn't just Goku who was transformed into a kid in this reality. It was also Neo Queen Serenity being transformed back into 8-year-old Usagi Tsukino. And, well, with the basic assistance of Trunks, Sailors Uranus and Neptune, and Homaru, the daughter of Gohan and Chibiusa in this timeline, who has stowed away in the ship, have indeed blasted off and are more or less on the mission. Now, we pretty much covered through Emeka and that other planet with that weird fish-looking monster that can predict when there's going to be an earthquake. We've got through that, and the Papa brothers have stolen the Dragon Ball from under our team of heroes, and now they are in hot pursuit. And now, continuing from there. So, pretty much all our pursuit pretty much goes exactly like it does. The Papa brothers managed to lose the Dragon Team in that huge meteor where there are nasty giant space worms that are known to eat space vessels and kill people. Never to be seen again. And well, so the Papa brothers have made it to planet Luud, or is it planet Luud? I'm pretty sure it's Lord Luud. Well, I'm going to say Luud. I think it sounds better anyway. Anyway, so, planet Luud, and have proceeded to hand over the Dragon Ball they stole to, well, the nasty cult leader guy with the whip. You know, who transforms people into dolls and then feeds them to the statue of Lord Luud. Yeah, that guy. And, well, you have failed me! Those people from Earth have another Dragon Ball. Go back and get it, or suffer the consequences. You know, typical bad guy stuff. And so the Papa brothers are forced to go back and essentially make sure that Goku and the others aren't eaten by the giant worm. Otherwise, they can kiss recovering that Dragon Ball goodbye as well as their lives. And well, Goku, Trunks, and Homaru are able to fight off the worms, no problem. Now, as for Uranus and Neptune, I'm more focused on just keeping Usagi safe. Now, at this point in the story, and this point in the what if so far, Uranus and Neptune haven't actually had to transform yet. So, any battle data that Giru has at the moment is only of Homaru, Goku, and Trunks. The others haven't stepped into battle yet, which I think could be beneficial in the long run. And, well, much like in the original, well, the Papa brothers seem to think they have captured our heroes when they start doing their dance attack. Hoo-pa-pa! Hoo-pa-pa! Pa-pa! Pa-pa-pa! And everyone starts uncontrollably dancing, only for it to get interrupted by, I believe it was more or less space worms. Anyways, whatever whether it was space worms or just some random falling debris that distracts them, it pretty much gave Homaru the chance to quickly power up and knock the three of them flat. And after which, Homaru, Goku, Trunks, Usagi, and Uranus all search the Papa Brothers' ship to find their Dragon Ball is no longer there. And, well, most of them leave the ship in too much of a hurry before they noticed, before anyone could notice the coordinates to where the ship had been. And suddenly, out of nowhere, the Papa Brothers' ship closes, leaving Homaru basically inside. Yeah, basically Homaru is basically our version of Pan in this story. And, well, the ship ends up blasting off its way back to planet Luud, and, well, the others basically have to talk the Papa Brothers into, well, basically taking them to planet Luud, and basically they're being forced to help the good guys here. After all, it is Uranus and Neptune's duty to make sure that the granddaughter of Usagi Tsukino isn't harmed either. It just makes sense. And so essentially, they're off in hot pursuit once again. Meanwhile, Homaru has ventured outside of the spaceship, where she does try a full frontal assault in this case to try and get the stolen Dragon Ball back. But just like in the original, she is incidentally turned into a doll. So a little nice cute Homaru doll. And well, the rest of the heroes show up, and the Papa Brothers try their little act about how they actually secured the Dragon Ball. But at this point, well, Mr. Man with the Whip, whose name I forget, anyway, is basically labelled them as traitors anyway and failures, and has turned the Papa Brothers into dolls anyway, especially for leading Trunks and the others there. Now, Uranus, Neptune, and Usagi are trying really hard to find Chibiusa, not Chibiusa, sorry, the daughter of Chibiusa, Homaru. And she's, as I've already said, she's a doll at this point. And since there are a few surrounding dolls and a few other people who are running around during the chaos of the battle and trouble that Goku and Trunks are causing, it essentially means other people are accidentally being turned to dolls. And, well, Giru, like in the original, does manage to find the doll, only for it to be taken by the real culprit behind this whole Lord Luud thing, who happens to be a subordinate of Dr. Mew. This guy's name also escapes me. And, well, just like in the original, he decides to subject Homaru, shall we say, some cruel and unusual punishment? Cruel and unusual punishment by having her sitting in his dollhouse in different costumes and changing and basically being just a complete creep. And, well, essentially, this leads to the eventual conference between him and Dr. Mew, and basically, after Goku and Trunks finally got rid of Mr. Whip Guy once and for all, it became time to basically activate Lord Luud, who turns out to be just a giant robotic, I think, cat of some kind. And, well, as it turns out, it didn't have very much intelligence, at least not at the very start. And probably not at all, because, well, once Dr. Mew starts getting impatient with how Lord Luud is performing against the Half Saiyan Trunks and Goku, well, he decides to transform his lackey also into a doll and have one of the servants thrown into the absorption tank to be absorbed by Lord Luud. But luckily, this is where Uranus and Neptune are able to spring into action, still not transform, but they're able to intercept the dolls before they are essentially transformed. And well, so it's still, they're still battling with an unintelligent Lord Luud, and even though Homaru isn't transformed nor isn't absorbed by Luud, the Papa brothers still use their telekinetic abilities to get in touch with them, to let them know that the only way to stop it is to blast it directly in the heart. And well, just, well, luckily there's someone else in there who can also fire a ki blast. After all, I'm pretty sure even the Papa brothers are capable of firing ki blasts, so pretty much Goku has to work out a timing with them, and rest assured, Lord Luud is defeated, and Homaru is changed back to human, and so is the other crew, pretty much like in the original, escapes, only to be basically killed off by General Rildo as a complete failure. And, well, essentially from there, we pretty much get our heroes who have now pretty much stopped off at Giru's homeworld by Giru's suggestion. Giru, Dragon Ball detected! Dragon Ball detected! Giru, homeworld! Wanna visit homeworld! And, well, as we know, it turns out the whole thing is a trap, and pretty much Goku and Trunks are basically end up being taken prisoner by the Sigma Force, General Rildo's elite soldiers. And well, this leaves Usagi and Uranus and Neptune basically standing there wondering what to do next. Oh yeah, and Homaru is there too. And Homaru is very saddened about this betrayal by Giru. Of course, those of us who have seen the series before, and myself included, of course we know the whole truth behind the whole thing, but we're not up to that yet, so I can't say anything about that yet. But this basically leads to them leading an all-out mission to rescue Trunks and Goku, who are now being analysed, their battle potential, and it turns out, well, even though Trunks is pretty high, Goku is definitely a lot higher. Crazily so. General Rildo can't believe it. If I had it my way, these creatures would be destroyed. But, for some reason, Dr. Mew wants to turn them into mutant machines, just like General Rildo. And, well, instead of going with the whole sneaky approach like Pan does in the original, disguising herself as one of the robots, Neptune and Uranus transform into their sailor forms, and so does Usagi, transforming into Super Sailor Moon. Actually, I'm pretty sure Eternal Sailor Moon is the stage before Neo Queen. Serenity. Either way, so, okay, we'll say Eternal Sailor Moon then. That way she still has her wings. She has her wings, but still in a Sailor Guardian outfit. Anyways. And, Homaru also decides to, transform into her Silver Millennia, which is Sailor Homaru Moon. And, well, as we know, since she's got quarter Saiyan potential, she is pretty specifically powerful. And let's not forget that these versions of the Sailor Guardians have had training in the art of martial arts and how to use ki and whatnot, spending all that time in the Dragon Ball's universe before both their universes became one. And so, it's pretty much an all-out assault, going from upper floor to upper floor, and our four Sailor Guardians just dominating against the mutant machines until they're finally able to rescue Trunks and Goku. And, well, after basically walking straight into another trap where the Sailor Guardians are essentially being electrocuted, this makes Goku angry, seeing that, after all, Usagi Tsukino and Homaru are family members of his. This made him angry to the point that he's able to bust out of his restraints, just like he does in the original. And we begin the battle between Goku and the Sigma Force, but this time he's got Uranus and Neptune backing him up, while Trunks is taking Usagi and Homaru back to the ship, who were knocked out by the electrical charge. Neptune and Uranus avoided being knocked out somehow. And, well, at least it's an even fight between Goku and the Sigma Force this time, having Uranus and Neptune as backup, and needless to say that their powers are way too much for the Sigma Force to handle, that, yeah, they're pretty much scrappy. Goku not even having to resort to, well, at this point he doesn't use his Super Saiyan power, no. Not until the battle between him and General Rildo, because now with the Sigma Force out of the way, General Rildo himself has stepped into the battle, and unfortunately, this does mean Trunks gets himself captured, like in the original, and we get the all-out fight between Goku and General Rildo, and again, Neptune and Uranus are there for backup. So this ultimately makes the fight a little bit more on the hero side, really, than Rildo. Does Goku have to resort to using his Super Saiyan form? Yes. After all, this is a creature. After all, General Rildo is supposedly stronger than Boo, and well, when it became quite clear that Rildo is on the losing side of this battle, this is where he decides to basically show our heroes a little trick, something about DNA replicants, where he's able to just reborn the Sigma Force, no problem, and merge himself with him, turning himself into, I guess, an ultimate General Rildo with the abilities and mechanical capabilities as the other members of his Sigma Force, making him significantly more powerful. And I think this is where we're going to leave things for the moment, because I haven't gone any further in the anime yet, and I don't remember what happens next. So, with that, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And, of course, leave your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you guys next time.